In this episode, we're exploring eastern Sichuan, and somewhere ahead in the mountains, a village waits for us. Quiet, old, with the elaborate tombs untouched by the modern world. Following the Lychee Ancient Trail, I walk past old relics and houses, and hidden in the dense forest, you can still see century-old tombs crafted with incredible details, and it gives you a feel for how people here once viewed their afterlife. Now so much has changed in this fast-spinning world. Let's see what still waits to be found here. Morning everyone, we're in northeastern Sichuan. As you can see, it's all mountains around here. It's pretty rugged, but also really fascinating. There are many old stuff, ancient relics in this area, just scattered along these forest paths. And right now we are at one stop of Lychee Gudao. It was an ancient trail once connecting the capital city of Tang Empire, Chang'an, and Sichuan regions. But nowadays it's not in use anymore. So today we're going to explore part of this trail and we'll see how it goes. Back in the 8th century, this trail took on its name through a single task, delivering fresh lychees to the Tang Emperor. Later, it became the main route people traveled and traded on from the mountains to the northern plains. See, there's a tomb, and beside it, there's a little shrine. Till these days, we can still find old relay station for postal horse, small pavilions with altars, even large tombs along this trail. I think we should be very close. There are plenty of bamboos. So in the past, people usually planted bamboos in front of tombs to show some good characters of the deceased person, like his integrity, and also pray for the prosperity of their family. So there are two tombs here, side by side. The one on the left holds 4 people, and on the side wall there is a large inscription that reads 永固, meaning lasting forever. Now we are moving on to the second tomb. The entire structure appears much more vibrant in color, and at the very center it is carved with 天官赐福. That means blessings from deities.
天官赐福.
Higher up on the tablet it says 流芳百世. It was meant to be remembered for generations and to carry on his spirit. And the whole structure is densely packed with narrative carvings. Every section tells a different story, from scenes of war and traditional opera to folk tales and mythological legends. Here you can see very little influence from organized religion or burial rules imposed from the outside. Carved at the very top are statues of the tomb's owners, and those small stone figures around them, probably their kids and rest of the family. And in front of the tomb tablet, the stone still tells more about the life of the tomb's owner. Its upper structure has collapsed though, now lying broken on the ground. Along this once busy route, tombs with such design could often be seen. They didn't seem to mind leaving their final resting places open to passing travelers. So I followed the trail deeper into the forest and found an even older tomb right at the crossroads on the ancient path. So here it says 万寿亭, 10,000 years of longevity. There's a little hole here. It was used to tie horses. This tomb sits right on the mountain ridge. Travelers once used it as a landmark. Once you reach here, the village ahead wasn't far. Locals call this tomb Huafen and was covered by a pavilion, though the roof tiles have been replaced. Some of the old tiles were left in the corner of the tomb.
Here is the ancestral home of Pu families. So the layout is just like it was when it was first built in the Ming Dynasty. But at one point, the emperor had it burned down. So all the wooden structures here we see today were rebuilt by the Pu family's later generations. You see those stone steps? They survived the fire, of course. So it were left from the Ming Dynasty. And all those buildings were left from Qing Dynasty.
One of their ancestors, Pu Yitong, served as the governor of both Hubei and Hunan in the Ming Dynasty, but he was later accused of corruption, and to avoid brutal punishment and protect his family, he chose to end his life in this house. Despite that, the emperor still ordered the house burned down and took his head back. And he ended his life in this room by swallowing gold.
This looks like some old stuff.
Oh,
这一间。哦。
这间常屋间，这俺这个浴室小，
那屋头没人住的哈。
但走这一户，在4家湾人，在这女屋去了。
哦，人走的。
走了几天了，今年都不得人不多。
看那屋装的都是木材，装的菜。
这就是个堂屋，我们嘛，头早上就讲1.5块，1.5块。
哦。
那办公室我们的这办公室不安排。
Here I noticed the coffin placed in the room. It's just not uncommon in rural areas. They will prepare it in advance.
这些我要大体的。
哦。
1.5块。 头当1家100块。
这房子很有好大耶。
那几年住的房子越高大块。
2楼买的楼上。
这是个楼，这是我们那几年他养的，变成猪儿粑粑。
养的鸡吗里头？
啊。
你可以上不？
啊，去上楼啊！
我可以上去看看不？
你快看啊，看了空的。
看看。
你把我屋子装。
哇 ，It's empty here。这个还拆的不？
拆的。
哦。It's like a storage room, empty. No one living here, but in the past it should be a bedroom.
不可以。
这个梯子都有了好久了。
你们打起来走河去了路？
走高速吧。
高速吧？
哎呦！哎呦！
你要拉我？
不好意思，对，我把一拉落。哇塞，那块石头都给它落下来了。不放在那哈儿了。下盘又有人拽。
是这个。你来家那去一看，你看你那了。你那桃屋，一句花桃吗？差不多。
桃屋都是客厅嘛。
你看嘛。
Before being divided and used as storage by each family living here, this room at the center of the courtyard, they call it Tangwu or Taowu in Sichuan areas, was where ancestors were honored and also served as a living room for receiving guests. It was usually decorated with intricate wood and stone carvings inside.
Is this a coffin? 是个棺材吗？这桃屋都没有住人呐。
那一家是姓廖，叫廖部长。他当兵。他就姓廖，叫廖部长。他在引娃娃2个人，一生儿。儿子师傅在在工作，过年过节才能回来。那些都是打工钱的。
你边边都是住人的。
那一个长江的人，有的是死了的，有的在2了外头。师傅这几个在上面打的，也在外头安家。
我是从那边下来的。
你啊？你还走这路啊？
我先是从那儿下来的。
下不去走这路。
那我都从那边走。
你上去，先一直那路走。
好，
慢些。
拜拜。
拜拜，一会儿早上来过来耍。
要的。
水都没喝成。
没事，走，我走了，拜拜。
那这个钱。这个早上上来。
要的。
就在中间圈子。好。
拜拜。
拜拜。